Hey guys, if you like the content, please be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing a Mother's Day special pre-release Theros Black Draft. Happy Mother's Day to all of your mothers. Let's go on to the pack. We've got Dictate of Karametra, even though it's got Flash, and you presumably are going to get the first dibs on its value. I don't like it. The Ram I like, but more for constructed. Cyclops I think is actually pretty good. Sigiled Starfish is definitely good and might be first pick, even though it's not an aggressive card. Little Scry Stick that blocks well is pretty appealing. I kind of like Armament of Nyx too. I feel like it's a nice versatile spell. Good offensively and defensively. Font is good. If I knew I was going to get Chromanticore for sure, I would take the font probably. Blade Tuskboar also good. Very good cards. I'm going to take the Sigiled Starfish first. I just really like that card. Okay, follow-up pick. What does this guy do again? Constellation. Each opponent discards a card. That guy's actually pretty decent, I think. I feel like that's pretty good. I'm a big fan of the Warwing Siren. This is like the basically blue Wingsteed rider. So I'm definitely cool with taking that. Oppressive Rays I like. I think we're just going to stick with blue for now. I think this card's very good. I'm a big fan of Warwing Siren. Reprisal, very good removal in this format. Plenty of good cards in here. What does this guy do? Oh yeah, this guy's great too. I wanted to try out this Trailblazer. Strictly better than Yoke Docs, which is kind of weird. They should have at least made it uncommon or something. Magma Spray, clearly good. A lot of good cards in here, like I said, but let's just stay on blue for now, and then we'll maybe get a better idea of what's open in a little bit. All right. I like the Forgeborn Oreads, but I got to tell you, I've played these Whitewater Naiads, and they're pretty impressive. Making a dude unblockable, getting a big body, and then all future enchantments basically make him unblockable. Pretty good. Otherwise, Forgeborn Oreads are definitely good. I could see those being really insane in multiples. Another Magma Spray in here as well. Another Blood Crazed Hoplite, which is cool. Yeah, let's just go with the blue card. The Naiads, I think they're great. Big fan. All right. Red is open, it seems like, as usual. Blue-red is fine. It's not my favorite. I think if I took anything, I'd want to just take the Forgeborn Oreads. Then you can really focus on... well, it's good removal. I think it's good. The blue card in here is not that impressive. The white cards are okay. I think it's definitely got to be a red pick. And it's either the Boar or the Oreads. I mean, I could take the Armament, but it doesn't interact well with the Siren. It does interact well with the Naiads, though. Double Strike, make it unblockable. But, well, I'm going to take the Armament. I think that card's versatile enough where I think it's good. Devourer is cool. White cards are okay. More good red cards. At least Starfall. I mean, Starfall's the only decent one, I guess. Let's take another Starfish. Still like these guys. And they don't have Defender. Keep that in mind as well. So if you have some way to pump them, they're actually pretty good. Like that new equipment, whenever your guy attacks, get a +1/+1 counter. I feel like that's actually kind of cool with this guy. Okay. Cure's Dismissal. I think we definitely are going to be taking that. Grim Guardian is cool, but we currently only have two, and one of them's white. Yeah, let's just take the Dismissal. this bounce any number of enchantments. I feel like, and the Strive is only one additional. This card's great. Nothing else too insane here. Okay, so Deserter's Quarters is definitely playable. It's a little bit clunky for sure, but it's playable. Could also take the Countermand. We don't have a 4-drop in. I mean, yeah, it's a counterspell, all right. It's kind of expensive. I don't know. I kind of like Deserter's Quarters. Like I said, locking down Bestow guys, we don't have any real removal beyond the Dismissal right now. I guess Armament. I'm not sure White's going to work out, though. Could also take the Squelching Leeches, possibly move towards black, but I think we're just much more blue. I'm going to take the Deserter's Quarters. People I think, aren't very impressed with this card, and that's okay. I think it's fine. All right, so we could take the Shore Stalker. Don't really have a way to buff it currently. Harvest Guard Alseads are fine, but probably not completely necessary. Nyx Infusion is black removal. There's 2 Bearer of the Heavens going around, which is kind of funny. Yeah, really, I think I'm going to take the Nyx Infusion or the Shore Stalker. I'm going to take the Infusion. It's potential removal. I like the Shore Stalker because he's unblockable, but for some reason it's just not exactly what it looks like this deck's going to end up doing. Now we can take maybe Cruel Feeding. What's the Ritual of the Return? Exile target creature card from your graveyard. Put a black zombie creature token. Oh, this card's actually kind of cool. I wanted to try this out. Because it's instant speed, you get surprise blocks. Let's try this card out. It's better than... I mean, maybe it's not better than Cruel Feeding, especially since we have the Warwing Siren, but I wanted to try this Ritual of the Return out. I feel like it's good. All right, good. Some black cards tabled. Blue-black is an archetype I'm familiar with, I like. Let's take the Blood-Crazed Hoplite. Could also, I guess, just take the Thought Render Lamia. That's going to work better with the Naiads. But Blood-Crazed is so cheap. I'm going to take the Blood-Crazed Hoplite. Might be wrong. We got them both tabled. I feel like they're pretty good. Now I just need some real heroic triggering stuff, but I think that's fine. Rotted Hulk versus God Hunter. Both pretty unimpressive. Guess we'll take the God Hunter. Got a Cruel Feeding anyway, or we could take a Thassa's Devourer. He's fine. He's just not that great. Cruel Feeding with the Blood-Crazed Hoplite and the Warwing Siren at this point is just a really good card for our deck. Alright, let's hate that. Alright, so pretty good pack 1. We ended up getting 3 heroic guys. We've got, a couple means to get them. We got a couple of removal spells. Oh, wow. Painseer. Cool, but too dangerous to play in limited for the most part, in my opinion. However, there's still Spiteful Return, which I love, and that is just, at this point, amazing in our deck, so I think I'm going to take the Spiteful Return. But there's also Archetype of Imagination, which basically makes all your guys unblockable. A little less good in this deck since we look a little bit more heroic-centric. Sudden Storm is fantastic. Sphinx's Disciple is good. Let's just take the Spiteful Return. The more bestow or heroic we get at this point, the better, I think. And it's also an enchantment for your Whitewater Naiads, so just all around good. I guess it's making Ritual of the Return less good, but that's alright. Okay, so now we have Nyxborn Eidolon. We have Mind Reaver Stratus Walk. There's no, interactions I'm missing here, right? It's kind of cool. Nullify is good, of course, but I think we're going to take the Eidolon. I want more I want more stuff to bestow, or heroic at this point. Or another bear. It's pretty versatile, I guess. Could also take the Stratus Walk. Stratus Walk's actually good in this deck. On these guys, especially. And you get to cantrip. It's pretty good. But I still think bestow's better. And you're more likely to table Stratus Walk. Nullify, of course, also good, but let's take the bestow. The more bestow, the better. Okay. Well, we can take Ashiok's Adept, which is fine. If you target it, you make him discard. Could take the Nullify at this point, though. What I like about Nullify is you resolve a 2-drop, and then you get to keep it open if it's a Starfish or a Beater or something. But, I mean, Ashiok's Adept at the same time is reasonable. Weight of the Underworld, a little bit of removal. I don't know. I just like Nullify. I think it's a great spell. I like Ashiok's Adept too. But I'm going to go with the Nullify. Some people don't like it as much as I do. That's okay. We're going to take the Asphyxiate over the Servant. I do like the Servant quite a bit, but not as much as I like an Asphyxiate. Okay. So now we can do Eternity Snare, Fated Return, Shrike Harpy. So we already have Ritual, I guess. Fated Return does hit your opponent's graveyards too. I mean, Eternity Snare is definitely removal. I think we probably just take the Shrike Harpy, though. Could use some more creatures, and Harpy's fine. Could also take the Marsh Mist Titan, but let's take the Shrike Harpy. I'm down. Alright, Asphyxiate number 2. Definitely down with that. Another Servant in the same pack, but that's alright. Okay, another Nyxborn Eidolon, another Stratus Walk. We have Drown in Sorrow, which kills us pretty good. Another Nullify as well. I don't think we need the second Nullify. I think I'm taking another Eidolon still over the Stratus Walk. I just think it's better. Especially since we're in need of more creatures. Okay, I think I'm just going to take Weight of the Underworld here. I've played it before, it's fine. Sphinx's Disciple versus Necrobite. Let's go Disciple. Still need more creatures. And I've played Disciple before and I like it. Ritual of the Return, not looking so good. We just don't quite have the creatures for it. It's only good with Whitewater Naiads or God Hunter. Sanguimancy seems a bit dangerous. But Floodtide Serpent, I mean, Floodtide Serpent's fine. But I don't think I'm playing either of the cards, but guess I'll take Sanguimancy. Alright, so we tabled Ashiok's Adept. I'll definitely take it and play it. So everything at this point, we're gonna start cutting stuff. So I guess probably Sanguimancy gets cut first. Let's take that. Hide it. Alright, let's take the Marsh Mist Titan. I might be able to make that work. I'd probably make that work over the God Hunter, but hey, we'll take a foil. Alright, so this is 23 cards. The first cut now is God Hunter, I think. So let's update that. Ritual of the Returned, I guess, can go at this point. We've got like 3 creatures that are okay with it, but I don't know if it's good enough. I mean, it is cool. I want to try this out. Well, we got a Xenagos, so I gotta check the price on that at the very least. Okay, well, Xenagos is worth enough where I want to take him here. Otherwise, I'd probably take Voyage's End or Baleful Eidolon. Maybe Insatiable Harpy too, actually. Just tons of good cards for us here, but We're going to take the tickets. Alright, so we can do Gray Merchant, which is great. We can do SIP. We can also, wow, Prophet of Crufix, jeez. And Prescient Chimera. I think we want Gray Merchant. We're primarily black as it is. Even though black's been tabling well, I'm not sure I trust Gray Merchant tabling. And we actually do have a pretty, I guess we don't have as much as I thought. But we have enough to justify Gray Merchant for sure. You only get one pack with Gray Merchants now, so gotta choose wisely. Alright, we can take Baleful Eidolon here for sure. Get more Bestow. Maybe table Cutthroat Maneuver. Alright, Mogasi's Marauders. Definitely looking good. Griptide's insane, though. I think I gotta take the Griptide. We're still short on removal, and Griptide is just too good to pass up, I think. Like, I can easily run Griptide over weight. Still gotta find a way to get rid of Ritual of the Returned. Yeah, let's take Griptide. I mean, blue is actually getting cut pretty hard. But the blue I do have, I like still. So, I'm going to take Griptide. Bloodtoll Harpy is evasive, and we have a lot of ways to bestow it. So, it's actually pretty good for our deck. We needed more evasion. It's actually weird that we're in blue-black and we don't have that much evasion. That's pretty rare that you have that issue. Let's get rid of Ritual of the Return. I don't think that's going to work as much as I want it to. Could take the Disciple. Works better with the Gray Merchant. But we could also take the Blood Toll. That gives us better, another flyer at least. But I'd probably rather have Disciple. That can really be a huge setback. And like I said, it works better with the Gray Merchant. It also gets our Marshmist Titan cheaper. Alright, let's do Disciple. I'm going to take I could take the Hippocamp, but I don't think I'm playing it. I think I'm going to take the Viper's Kiss for sideboard. I could see that being useful in some spots. I like Cavern Lampad a lot. I'm definitely going to take that. Alright, so we can take, yeah, we're just going to take Harpy now over Disciple and Baleful. Harpy tabling is pretty amazing. SIP tabling is pretty amazing. Got the Cutthroat Maneuver, got an Annul. Am I playing Cutthroat? I don't think I am, so let's take the Annul for sideboard. We're probably pretty close to mono black. Oddly enough, our blue spells are a lot of double blue, but I think that's still okay. I just don't think we quite have enough for mono black. Alright, Fade into Antiquity is pretty good against us, so we'll take that. This deck's good. I mean, we have a lot of good ways to do things, for sure. Efficiently costed, heroic guys, a lot of bestow, a lot of removal. I don't think this is a nullify deck. Don't need the annul. Probably don't need Deserter's Quarters. We can sideboard into it if we need to. Still like that. I like these guys, that thing. That can be our blue. Ritual, unfortunately not good enough, I don't think. This is 27. Lot of 2-drop creatures. All of our 2-drops are creatures. That's got to be pretty rare. Okay, so I still like Marshmist Titan in here, because I feel like we have the black to support it. You know? where are we making cuts? So I still like Infusion because of its versatility. I still like the Sigiled Starfishes with all the bestow we have. I mean, how much did we end up getting? One, even if we move them to their bestow points. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ways to bestow the starfish. Well, it's not a ton, but I still like our blue cards in here, I think. Maybe we can cut the Disciple, minimize the blue, but I still like the Naiads because we have enough enchantments. And as much as blue-black typically doesn't need more ways to evade, I think this deck actually does. I need to make 3 more cuts. I have 18 creatures. I don't know which creatures I don't like, though. They're all pretty good, honestly. I mean, some of our bestow guys are not super impressive, but they're still definitely good enough. Maybe the Adept's not that good. 3 mana, 1/3. I mean, I have a bunch of means to target it. That's kind of why I like it. I like the Boon, too, because it's 1 mana. Maybe I like the Boon, but the Cruel Feeding can target multiple things. I mean, I still feel like Bestow is better than Boon, even though you don't get the surprise factor. Let's cut the Boon. I'm going to leave the Cruel Feeding. Guess we could cut a Starfish. This is less of a Starfish deck than I originally thought it was going to be. We don't necessarily need 2 Starfish. And let's cut the Adept. So this is 16 creatures. Still like our removal, still like our pump. Good amount of heroic. We lost that heroic guy, but I still think that's okay. Not a ton of blue spells in here either. But the ones I have I'm pretty happy with. I think we do 11-6 though. We do need 2 blue sources for Whitewater, but I think if I do 10-7, I could screw myself because of the double asphyxiate. So let's do 11-6. Overall, pretty happy with this deck, I think. I think this is how I want to run it. Good removal. I really didn't want to cut any of my bestow guys because of the Nyx Infusion and because of the Naiads and the heroic guys, and the lifelinker. Yeah, this deck's cool. I think as far as blue-black decks go, it's very unusual. It's not your normal type of blue-black build, but I think it's good. Alright, I'm going to run it like this. Give it a try. Decent sideboard options. Nullify, Annul, Boon, another Starfish if I need it for more blockers or for some reason or something. Wait, Viper's Kiss. Yeah, decent removal. Deserter's Quarters maybe. Alright, I guess we'll see you guys round 1.